First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, okay, Kakadash.
Of 50 Syrian men crossing our border in Arizona. I just have a few questions. Where are the women and children? How did they get from Syria to Mexico? Who paid for them to get to Mexico? If you believe these are asylum seekers, do you believe that there were no children and women who also needed asylum? No, just military-aged men. And why are we allowing 95% of them to come into our country? And why is our government not asking any of these questions? Why is this not being blasted all over the news?
You see this one right here? Look at his face. Right there. Look at his face. He's on timing. You can see the demons all written on his face. The demons are there. You can see them. They're ready. Some of these guys are sleeper cells, if not all of them. You know, they're ready to set it off. They're ready to come to your neighborhoods, creep up on your backyard or your front porch and set it off, man. It's going to be all hell break loose once they get entry and they're spread it out throughout the country.
Who are these military-aged women and childless men that are coming into our country? Make it make sense.
And I want to start this video off with Psalms chapter 25, verse 9. The meek will he guide in judgment, and the meek will he teach his way. Okay, you know, it's good. It's very good to understand to take reproach, rebuke, okay, from those who have set the way before us, the apostles, the men of the Lord, and make sure you choose wisely on who you're learning from, right? And this thing that we're entering into, Jacob's trouble, the second coming of our Messiah. You know, this is the time for you to get yourself right and make sure that you're doing the things that you need to do to steer yourself, to let the Holy Spirit guide you and steer yourself, to steer you into the right direction, right? In an upright manner, you're conducting yourself daily. But these things are taking place right before our eyes, okay? There's an invasion that has begun, and U.S. states are preparing. And these things are happening before our eyes, and our people are not taking heed. They're not taking heed at all. They don't know what's going on. They're lackadaisical. You know, they're just having a good time out here, right? And I'm going to bring out this verse right here, Revelation chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. So we got to come out of this wicked world, okay? Babylon the Great. We have to come out the ideologies, the thought process, the way we've been brought up and groomed to engulf every ideology in these school systems and the way of the teachings. We have to come out of that and come back to the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. We have to come back to that, our true identity as Israelites, okay? For all the Ak and Akim, we have to understand this right now. This is not a time to drag your feet because things are picking up quickly and things could kick off any day now, okay? And when I mean things, I'm talking about civil unrest, World War III, etc. Okay? Now, let's go to, let's see, pull up this video. Let me go back some. So we have Texas Governor Greg Abbott invokes invasion clause in U.S. and Texas Constitution. Okay, zoom in a little bit. So we have here Article 1, Section 10, Clause 3 of the United States Constitution declares that no state shall, without the consent of Congress, lay any duty of tonnage, keep troops or ships of war in time of peace, enter into any agreement or compact with another state, or with a foreign power, or engage in war unless actually invaded, or in such imminent danger as will not admit of delay. Article 4, Section 7 of the Texas Constitution states, the governor shall have the power to call forth the militia to execute the laws of the state, to suppress insurrections, and to repel invasions. And what are the invasions that is happening now? The migrants. So you have the destabilization of these states where these migrants are migrating to, and they're mostly coming through where? The southern border. And Texas is at the middle of that, the middle from Mexico and the rest of the states. They're just entering, right? What this is going to cause? Now, you see in this line right here in the second paragraph, it says, the governor shall have the power. This is in the Texas Constitution, right? Shall have the power to call forth the militia to execute the laws of the states. And this is all the doing of Yahushua. Yahushua is waging war amongst the people. Okay? What you ignorantly call Jesus Christ is waging war among the people. And we're going to show you what this war consists of, all right? Right? I'm going to pull that up. Just give me a second. But before I even pull that precept up, let's see. I'm going to pull this up and just set it to the side. And I want to expound on this point furthermore. Right? So let's go to this third paragraph right here. Texas Governor Abbott earlier this week invoked both of these invasion clauses in response to the federal government's lack of action to secure the U.S.-Mexican border. This is where you have a house divided within itself. So Satan be divided with Satan. Hold on. It's got another precept. Right? And that's in Mark, actually. Let me just exit these ones out. Let's exit that one out. I'm gonna pull up this precept right here. Well, as you can see, these devils, these wicked, rulers, these wicked elites are actually divided, and it's going to cause what? It's going to cause uprisings, okay? You're going to start seeing uprising within these cities, all right? And this is going to cause for what? Lockdowns, right? You thought the lockdown before was bad? Wait till you see this one, okay? Wait till you see this lockdown. This lockdown is going to, what are they aiming for with this lockdown? A permanent lockdown, also known as, y'all know what it is, martial, finish the rest. Okay? And listen, guys, take as much information as you can, because they're starting to censor, all these platforms are starting to censor certain words and certain phrases that if you use it, your video is not going to be shown. It's not going to be pushed out in the algorithm. And even the people that subscribe to you are not going to be able to view the content that you're uploading because, they're just suppressing the information based off of what's being said. All right. So censorship is here, and this is not going to be up for long. You're not going to have the ability to get the information and to see what's going on. So it's time for you to actually lock in and get the information as much as you can until this time come upon us where it's just going to be all action and no preparation. That time of preparation is about to be over. Okay? Now let's get back to this. Abbott has declared, right? This is where we are right now. Abbott has declared he will use the federal and state constitutional authority as governor to secure the Texas border until the federal government will start doing something about the border crisis. Abbott is saying if the federal government will not deal with the border crisis, Texas will take over authority granted in the Constitution to defend itself with everything in its power to do so. Furthermore, the federal government can no longer use Title 242, right? A law summoned during the pandemic that allowed the Border Patrol to quickly expel migrants. However, this past week, a federal judge blocked the Biden administration from utilizing it any longer. So this is where we at with it. Now I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna pull up Matthew chapter 12. And that's enough of that. If you guys want to check this article out, I'm gonna post it in the link in the video. Okay, if you want to check it out. But I'm gonna stop it right there. Matthew chapter 12, verse 26. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And that's what you're seeing right now, right? He is divided against himself. These devils, these satanic MFers are divided. Okay? They are divided now. And that's why these other nations are seeing a chink in America's, the Western powers' armor. They're seeing a chink in that, and they're going to exploit it. You already have an incompetent puppet ruler, okay, who is showing the world before the world stage is showing that is incapable, okay, of ruling anything. They're seeing it as a weakness now, having Biden as a ruler, having Biden as president, okay, incompetency. So now what are they going to do? When you're the champ and the champ has a weakness, the contenders, which would be these other nations, are going to kick you while you are down. They're going to strike when they see fear, when they smell fear, taste fear, and could look the fear, the whole fearness in these people's, the American citizens' eyes, knowing that the economy is crashing before their eyes. That's when all hell will break loose. Now, okay, let's go into Luke. All right, we're gonna go into Luke chapter 12, verse 51. So, and this is Christ speaking because it's red letters, right? Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth. I tell you nay, but rather division. And that's what's coming upon this earth. With World War III brewing, with all these other countries and nations, okay, having disagreements and picking sides. You got nations siding up with BRIC. You have the UN trying to impose their will on certain nations with sanctions, and them sending warships to the Middle East to aid Israel in these conflicts between Palestine. These things are causing division on the earth, okay? And with division is going to come one side versus one side, which is going to be what? World War III, okay? And even in the homeland of the Americans, where you have division already brewing, you have different groups who are divided against each other. You have men versus women. You have the heterosexual versus the homosexuals. You have different things brewing. You have this nation versus that nation. You have there's different wars happening on different fronts where people are eventually going to clash. It's a recipe for disaster, and this is how the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, our Messiah, is going to make his grand entrance to this world when he cracked that sky open and showed the people that yes, this is the Savior who is going to come upon the people, and the will is going to be felt on this earth. You're going to see what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is made of, right? And let's play this video before we end this off, right? I wanted to make this lesson, short and edifying, Lord willing, and then I'm going to play this video to show you guys what this is really all about, to get a visual representation of how